Blade and Soul is a PC MMORPG developed by NCSoft, Team Bloodlust, released in Western regions in 2016. Mobile game adaptation called Blade and Soul Revolution was released in 2018, and PC version of the game in 2021 have finally get Unreal Engine 4 upgrade with release of new class. Fast forward to 2023, pay to win is real and population of players is not that high, so in today's video you'll see part of my live stream and find out is Blade and Soul worth playing in 2023. Before we start, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Blade and Soul content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. Is this game worth playing in 2023? And you know that usually when I'm making this kind of analysis on my YouTube channel, when I'm diving into some MMORPG during 2023, and especially when I'm trying to make some kind of video regarding old MMORPGs like this one, usually I make some research and of course I'm returning to this game to play it on the start of 2023. So this is one of my accounts. Actually, this is my second account. I don't have any character here leveled up, but I have tried to enter the game on few different accounts. And what is interesting, right? I wanted to try to play the game, experience a little bit leveling again. I was even willing to create a character. I can create actually two characters. You can see here, level 1, right? And to experience a little bit under the fingers, to relive a little bit memories, because I was playing Blade and Soul a lot after release. That was a long time ago, and I remember back then I was playing Ion. I could switch to Blade and Soul. It was a big release, and I could start to play Blade and Soul. It was so shiny, bright, beautiful colors, amazing graphics, very nice combat. Overall, amazing game back then, a few years ago, right? So for 2023, for this kind of video, right, is it worth playing in 2023? Of course, I want to try to relive a little bit of these moments, nostalgia, to give opportunity a little bit to nostalgia to grasp me. And I have wanted to play a little bit of Blade and Soul. And what happened? I entered the game, I have downloaded the game, entered the game, create a character, and then when you click start the game, disconnect from server, system error 300, yeah. So for the last 3 weeks, I'm not joking here, 3 weeks, every day, I'm trying to enter the game, and this happens. So yes, I have tried different regions, every regions, switching to different regions on client. Yes, I have tried to reboot. I have even deleted the game, uninstalled the game, and installed the game completely all over. And then I went to research, right, on Google. Let's check it out. Maybe I'll find some information about error 300. Yes, I have found information regarding error 300. This is a bug in the game, present in the game since 2016. 2016, yeah. Yeah, obviously until today, developers still didn't fix this issue. So, I mean, it's only been 4 and 3, so it's only 7 years, right? So it's not a big period of time. Probably within the next 7 years, they'll fix this issue. For the last 3 weeks, I'm trying to enter the game because I have 3 accounts. 3 accounts, 2 of these accounts, not that one, which you have just seen, have some characters level 55, some 50. I have different characters, right? And I wanted to log in on these characters and play the game. Yeah, but don't worry guys, I can't do that. However, don't worry, regarding this analysis, is Blade and Soul worth playing in 2023? Sadly, this evening I will not be able to show you any kind of gameplay footage. I can pull some gameplay footage, I have some stored, but I will not do that. Let's talk about 2 very important things. But before that, yeah, I just needed to show you this. Come on, from 2016, this bug is here. And they still didn't fix it. And I cannot play Blade and Soul now. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Let's talk about 2 different kind of things, very important when we are talking, is some game worth playing in 2023? So first thing would be activity of developers and publisher. Are they active? Are we getting new patch notes, new updates, new classes, new events? Let's check it out. I'm here on official website of Blade & Soul. And in front of you, you can see this part of the website where we can see like new patch notes, events, announcements. Let's click a little bit here to show you a little bit more. And when you would look at like this, okay, this is looking actually pretty active, right? You would say you can see January, February, lots of events, happy 2023. So regarding events, updates, I would say so, right? Developers and publisher are pretty much active. You probably know that. Let me show you here. We have get that update, Unreal Engine 4 update for this game, not even recently, let's say not a long time ago, but now time has passed already. And after that, actually, what is interesting, I have already tried to play the game after we have get this Unreal Engine 4 update. Yes, game feels a little bit better under the fingers. Even before this Unreal Engine 4 update, Blade & Soul was already beautiful game. Regarding graphic design, nobody cannot complain regarding that. It's one of the most beautiful MMORPGs even now in 2023. Graphically, it's very appealing. Regarding the combat, you can check some dedicated videos on my YouTube channel. Also, combat under the fingers feels pretty good. This is a free-to-play title, and in generally, yeah, it feels pretty good, right? Under the fingers, when you play it, if you want to play one real PC MMORPG, you will not complain about Blade & Soul. Overall performance of the game, that would be main reason why we can get this Unreal Engine 4 update, also feels better. So you would say, what is the issue? Well, issue is pay to win. Yeah, I mean, no surprise there, you know that probably, but there is another issue, I would say, right? Regarding developers and publisher, regarding activity, we would say pretty decent, but then I have checked this letter from producer. So this is a letter from producer from January 2023, recently, right? Where they are announcing, they are first reviewing 2022 and announcing what is upcoming in 2023. So I was preparing myself, okay, long letter. Okay, I have prepared myself for reading. So regarding reviewing 2022, I will not read that part of the letter, but I want to read that second part of the letter, right? What is upcoming in 2023? That is important to see some roadmap, right? To see what kind of exciting things are waiting for us in Blade & Soul during 2023. So let's check it out. This long letter from producer. Let's scroll down. Wait a second. That's it? Yeah, guys. That's it. Yeah. This is full roadmap for 2023. Letter from producer. What is coming to us reviewing 2022 and what is upcoming in 2023. This is the letter. That's it. Seriously, I couldn't believe. I was reading this part of the letter actually is about what is waiting for us in 2023. There is nothing here much. There is no new classes, no new big updates. It's not looking very good. You know, usually when we are getting some kind of letters like this one, right, from developers of the game and publisher of the game, usually these letters are very long, right, regarding different kind of titles, right, because you don't have to spend too much time reviewing 2022, right, previous year. But when we are talking about upcoming 2023, imagine if you were developer or publisher of this game. Well, I would write that many amazing things are coming. We are getting 7 new classes, 32 new updates, graphic redesign of the game, and maybe even upgrade to Unreal Engine 5. But you know what I mean? Then I was like looking, what is this? This is a letter for roadmap for 2023? I don't know what to say. This is not looking good, right? So regarding activity of developers and publisher from previous year, yes, okay, we have seen here, right, on this part of the website, there are many events, updates, and stuff like that. We have got also that new class, what was the name, Dual Blade with Unreal Engine 4 release, right? I could try to play that class after that. It actually felt pretty good. Yes, developers and publishers are looking active, but regarding what will happen during 2023, this is not looking good at all. Regarding second factor, when we are talking is some game worth playing in 2023, that will be number of players. And sadly, I cannot show you any kind of real numbers because they don't exist. Official numbers, right? So I cannot go to Steam database, for example, because this game is not released on Steam until today. It's not, right? And even when I could go to Steam database to show you some numbers, these numbers wouldn't be realistic because most of the players are playing Blade and Soul throughout original game client, throughout NCSoft launcher, right? So I cannot show you any kind of numbers, but last time when I have logged in the game, I wouldn't say it was completely empty. No, it wasn't completely empty. I have seen some players around me. There are still some players playing the game, but I'm certain that the population of players is not that high. How many players exactly, like I said, I cannot even guess. It's really hard. Whichever number I would say, it would be a wrong number. So there are still some players playing the game, but I assume that number of players is not that high. However, main concern of Blade and Soul is something else, right? As you probably know, competition on mmorpg gaming market during 2023 will be very, very high. It will be insane, right? We are getting so many new games. Even within the last few years, competition is really, really huge. And I can show you just briefly within 1 minute, even shorter. Look at this. Let me show you just this. Throne and Liberty. New upcoming MMORPG, playable on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox, will be released in the first half of 2023. Real MMORPG. Then we are getting Blue Protocol in second half of 2023. Global release. Yes, this is anime MMORPG, nothing like Blade and Soul. However, don't forget, this is still MMORPG. If you like to play PC MMORPGs, at least you will try to play this game, even if you don't like anime graphic style. Another competition, Night Crows. Unreal Engine 5 MMORPG coming probably in second half of 2023. This is something interesting. Night Crows. Check dedicated video on my YouTube channel. Let's go forward. This is Ares Rise of Guardians. Another new upcoming MMORPG, real MMORPG, which will be released during 2023. Very interesting graphic style. This game will be published by Kakao Games. Let's go forward with Soulframe. This is new upcoming PC MMORPG developed by Digital Extremes, developers of Warframe, probably end of 2023. And I could continue like this, you know. I don't want to waste your time. I could continue like this for the next few minutes. I have at least 10 or 15 high quality MMORPGs and real MMORPGs. I'm not talking here about action RPGs. I'm talking here about MMORPGs. Coming this year during 2023, leading by this game. Also, I didn't mention Ion Classic European release, which will happen in March. I can highly recommend to you if you like to play Blade and Soul, also Throne and Liberty, these kind of games, right? Real PC MMORPGs. You can try to play Ion Classic European release in March. A date is still not announced, but we know officially it will be released in March of this year. Something really big, right? So, competition is coming. That is important to say. That was my point, right? We are getting so many big new games. Some of them will fail. Yes, some of them will fail. Let's say that even most of them will fail. However, this game here will suffer, right? Blade and Soul will suffer without any doubt, because if there is some players still left playing this game, right? They will leave. They will leave, try to play new games. Some of them, yes, some of them will return to Blade and Soul, but most of them won't. So, what is perspective of Blade and Soul for 2023? It's not looking good. For this analysis, like I have said, I wanted to show you some gameplay a little bit, but no point even to do that. You can check on YouTube. There is like 1 million videos regarding gameplay. You can check how it's looking. Even on my YouTube channel, you will find some gameplay from Blade and Soul, maybe videos from 2 years ago or something. But Blade and Soul, right? For this evening, I wanted to give you my analysis. Is this game worth playing in 2023? And sadly, overall conclusion would be no. If you have never tried to play this game, maybe you could try to, I mean, it's a free-to-play game. You can see here in right upper corner, right? You don't need to spend any real money. You can try to play it just because, yeah, you would be able to say, I have tried to play Blade and Soul. But regarding perspective, if we are talking about number of players, which is not that high for sure, if you are talking about activity of developers and publishers, they are active. But regarding this producer letter, regarding roadmap for 2023, this is not looking good at all, right? And regarding competition, I have just shown you here few games, few big titles, right? Here, few games. There is like 10 more games like this one. And all of these games, to be clear, are PC MMORPGs. Something similar to Blade and Soul. Not exactly, of course, this one is anime game, and they have different kind of combat and different features, but still, you understand what I mean to say, right? Many players will try to play them. So overall looking, sadly, my conclusion for Blade and Soul, one real beauty of the game. I said that on the start of this part of live stream, or in this video, if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, right? I remember back then when I was starting to play that game, it was immediately after release here in the West. It was so good. It was so good. Colors were so bright and shiny. Combat was feeling good under the fingers, very fast, right? And it's really sad to see a game in this condition now on the start of 2023, and perspective is not looking good, right? I will follow, of course, everything what is happening with Blade and Soul and with this IP in general, right, during 2023 and later during 2024. I will follow with this what is happening with this game, because it feels for me always some kind of, I feel always some kind of nostalgia when I'm thinking about this game. It will always remain in positive memory, right, Blade and Soul for me, but the perspective for Blade and Soul for 2023 is not looking good. And if you are interested into playing some PC MMORPG, I can highly recommend to you, just be patient a little bit more. We are getting Throne and Liberty, another new upcoming title from NCSoft, second half of the year, Blue Protocol, Night Crows, probably end of 2023, RS Horizon Guardians, second half of 2023, Soulframe, end of 2023, maybe 2024, and don't forget about Ion Classic European release. Ion Classic European release will be a huge thing. It's very similar, let's say, on one way with Blade and Soul. Try that game on the end of March. That will be the first big MMORPG release in 2023. So for this evening, I just wanted to let you know what kind of situation we have with Blade and Soul on start to 2023. Sadly, like I said, overall conclusion, is this game worth playing in 2023? Answer is no. However, if you have never tried to play it before, maybe try to play it because it's a free-to-play game, just to have some fun, if you will not get this in front of you. Seriously, I don't know what to say. I really wanted to play Blade and Soul, right? For this review, to show you some gameplay footage, also to try to level up from start, right, from zero, new character, just to experience, you know, under the fingers a little bit this game, because it's a really enjoyable game under the fingers. I wanted to do that, but yeah, sadly I cannot because of this. So if you are watching this as live stream, let's go forward with live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content in the future. I am live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon.